I, in case you do not know, am Ivan Trushnut. Today we will start off with an old tradition amongst my friends with a stupid little mime, Russian mime joke. Please if you could, stop your pet mime from using my excellent credit to open up a chain of hair salon called Mime, Not Yours, home of the Vajiji cut. The end. Now for another second Russian mime joke. Please, if you could, stop your pet mime from fainting every time it sees blood, and tell it to stop incessantly asking silently, "Who's your mama?" Well, that's annoying. As it pretends or mimes out a circumcision operation, playing both the doctor and the patient. Oh, those mimes can be crazy. Now, we will share with you old-fashioned Russian insults. Of course, it's in English, so it loses a little in translation. They ever figure out how to chart and meter out in any format the thought patterns of their brain? I'm certain the SS data will spell out the game plan for Armageddon in either Whoville, Hooterville, Limbaugh, that's Rush Limbaughville, Disneyland, or that ever-present invisible city, Insane Asylum, USA. We switched it for USA because, you know, it don't make that much sense to saying it for Russia. Okay. Moving right along. Let's see what we got here. Fresh news. Oh, this is very important. And as we broadcast to our brothers back in Russia, that we get the fresh news in return from Russia. And it comes in the form and the title of Surprising Facts About Hell. Oh, that should be unusual. Fact: despite rampant negative diatribes from the church, the yearly average daytime temperature in hell is 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, the same as the human body. Across the width and breadth of hell, the average daily humidity is a lowly 18%. So hell has a relatively low humidity or the dry heat. The average yearly rainfall is 6.66 inches with large freshwater lakes. That's something you probably didn't think would be there, did you? Note that residents besides Satan, our team leader, are primarily lawyers, bankers, politicians, real estate developers, profiteers of fraudulent charities or sham religious coalitions supposedly uplifting the burdens of minorities but solely enriching themselves. And of course, those chosen for extra heat, priests who are pedophiles. One, of course, may regret an opportunity. I misspoke, I am sorry. One, of course, may request an opportunity to earn one's way out of our little community. Upon approval of said request, one can recite the entire Old and the New Testament without a single flaw or error in 35 seconds time or less, backwards, and in Greek or Latin. They get a pass to come out of hell. Amazing thing, some people have a bit of trouble with that. Now, at least you're getting a chance, you know, better chance than the harm that you brought to the people that put you or caused you to go to hell in the first place. That's not part of the report, that's just my personal opinion. Oh. And only closing high, the minutes of each hour is set aside in hell for acclimating new arrivals to ever so intensely scream in utter horror. Okay, that is very interesting. The Russians, they get news from all over the world, whether it's above ground, below ground. The Russians, they get the news. Above the ground, in the sky, in the heavens, in the hells, we're going to get the news to you. Now let's see here. Because my Russian comrades who never got the chance to infiltrate into America, we, you know, they are curious. See, you know, it's not really first-hand information when the wannabe spies or didn't graduate or washed out or, you know, not quite good enough to be sent into another country to do a little spycraft. They're still good Russian, and they want to know more about America firsthand from people who actually have been here many, many years. So we are going to answer a few of their questions. Let me start with this first one. Ooh, which women are better, US or Russian? Answer on that would be, depends on which one is trying to scratch your eyes out at any one time. Or trying to poison you, or telling you about vastly superior good lover, etc., etc. Girls can be tough wherever they come from. They don't hold anything back when they're pissed at you, that is for certain. Next question, what do I think of United States NBA? Oh, well, my answer is, well, players so big, their mamas got to get on a fire truck ladder to slap some sense into them. Oh, I'd like to see that. Even if they didn't slap them, just to get up there and kiss those players, their sons' players, on the cheeks. And they know to raise the baskets to 10 feet 10 inches and remove swivel hinge on the basket, plus offending team lose 5 points if one of the players hang on the rim of basket. Those are my feelings about the NBA. Not very complete, but genuine. The next question from my comrades is, what it like to go to a U.S. strip joint with the naked girls? What a beautiful subject. The answer is, I'm not expert, but I know for sure The girls who work there on stage don't like it when you make it rain with pennies and marbles. You know, that didn't go over too good. Not that I did it, but I did pick up some of the pennies. Plus, one get to study the artistic use of sculptured silicone. Plus, best U.S. clubs still have Russian American girls in them. I'm not trying to be prejudiced, but Russian girls are very, very hot. Very hot. Now let's see here. What is it like to drive a car in American city? Answer. Imagine all cars on the road have cats behind steering wheel, driving. You got full imagined picture? Now triple that image and you're very close to picturing what it actually like. Oh, it's crazy out there. Are Americans kind? Oh. Everybody's kind all over the world for the most part. The only people who are not kind are evil people and crazy people. But I give the answer. Answer. Very, very kind and pretty stupid to extreme. Half of them happy, 20 million illegals in country. Taking jobs Americans supposedly don't want. Apparently these fools never ask the millions of Americans who live under the overpasses and in the alleys and in abandoned buildings who gotta poop and pee wherever they can, how they enjoy illegals giving them a permanent vacation. That's, yeah, that's my answer. I don't, maybe I just don't have a big enough heart, you know, about my country, but we don't allow that in Russia. Maybe we cruel bastards. Is that what you think? Maybe you're right. We go to sleep in a more peaceful manner. How is the food in the U.S.? Very, very, the answer is very, very, very plentiful. If you have a job or food stamp card and can afford it. And of course, if you enjoy eating food that has that much flavor, yeah, that much flavor, you know, you have to add all these spices and everything to your food. It's, I think I've been hanging around too many of my Mexican-American friends when I was doing spycraft. Because I think, you know, talking to them, it bleeds through to my, that's how I learned my English, mostly from them. Yeah. They didn't expect me to live anyway when they dropped me into this country, so they didn't really, you know, they didn't really train me up properly. And here I am, still alive, getting $1 million a year of American tax money because CIA, NSA could not break me, and my fellow spies neither. Well, I keep hearing that they are coming, they're coming. You know, when will they be released into the compound here with me as was agreed? That's what I really want to know. Now on to a couple more questions, and we will see what my answers are going to be, because I don't even remember. I kind of looked over the questions, you know, formed some kind of idea in my mind, but, you know, my mind doesn't hold as much as it used to, and it didn't hold that much to begin with. Are Americans, are American men tough? To get into a fight with, yes, most certainly, very tough. But one winter in the open in Russia, they all die of frozen faces from the frozen tears, though. You know, it's so cold it make you cry. It's so cold it freezes the tears. It turns like little tiny little ice needles, cut your face up every time you have a facial expression. You know, it's hard to cry without any facial expressions. Imagine frozen needles when you're crying. Yeah. Well, horrible way to die, breathing through the cheek to the face. Next question, and final question. Yes, I saw you out there giving a Hail Mary. The sign of the cross, whatever you Christians do out there, you know. We have religion in Russia, but you know, we don't let it be a business. So those of us who want to follow religion, they follow it. Those who don't, they don't. What do I think of U.S. politicians? Answer: never let them stand behind you. That is an absolute truth. Though I did think I think his name was Anthony Weiner. I did kind of like him, because at least with him, you know where his penis was at all times. Now, that ends the question and answer segment, and pretty much winds up the show that we have. I know it's poor excuse, but it's part of our agreement with NSA and CIA that we get to broadcast to our Russian brothers. So, you know, no frills, no production value, only good Russian heart and good Russian thinking. Goodbye for today, and thank you.